Well, it is the championship of the Citizens First Holiday Classic here tonight from Bowling Green High School in the main arena. Good evening to you, sports fans. Jay Turner along with Robert Bauer and Danny Woosley bringing you the action of this championship game from Bowling Green High, where tonight the Barren County Trojans take on the Trojans of Hazelgreen Academy of Alabama. They come into this game with a record of 15-2. They lost one game here in the tournament. It was to Pineville 59-55, but they got two wins over Grayson County 59-37 and beat Bowling Green earlier today 68-59. The Trojans of Steve Riley 6-2 on the year, 3 wins here in the tournament, defeating Todd Central 83-48, Madisonville 73-46, and Greenwood today 63-46. So Robert, Trojans have played quite well here in this tournament.
I tell you what, I've had an opportunity to watch all their games up here, and they've been quite impressive. Yesterday against a very good Madisonville team, they came out, and pretty much there was no doubt after that first quarter that we were in control of that ball game. And again, this morning with Greenwood, it was the same. About second quarter, there was no doubt we had control of the whole basketball game. So I've been very impressed with the way the Trojans have played in this tournament, but they have a very tall test with this Hazelgreen team.
Probably the toughest team that we will see this year, out of state from Alabama, coming in at 15-2. They're not real big. They do have a couple of players at 6'4", 6'3" that will start in their lineup today. So, the Trojans will have to play well defensively, and they've done that these last 3 ball games here in the tournament, holding Todd Central to 48. Madisonville, a team that was ranked 18th in the state of Kentucky, held Madisonville to only 46 points. And then today, Greenwood, a Region 4 team, holding them to just 46 points. So defensively, that shows you how well the Trojans have played. I know that Hazelgreen Academy had a player last year that graduated that went to Vandy to play college basketball this season, and the Alabama team from Hazelgreen Academy 15-2 on the year, as we said, but they lost to Pineville 59-55. They had to have a tiebreaker in order to get that number 1 seed and then beat Bowling Green earlier today by a score of 68-59. Well, the Trojanettes won earlier today in the Berea Holiday Classic. Trojanettes knocked out Perry Central 58-52, and they'll play tomorrow night at 7:30 in that consolation bracket. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with more pregame here from Bowling Green as the Trojans of Barren County take on the Trojans of Hazelgreen Academy, Alabama. We'll be back after this break on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Here in Bowling Green as the Trojans of Barren County take on the Trojans of Hazelgreen Academy, Alabama here in the championship of the Citizens First Holiday Classic. We've added a new feature tonight to our broadcast for those listening here in the gymnasium at Barren County High. We've added a new frequency to our broadcast at 91.1 FM. So the folks come in with their radios can listen to that, and that'll be happening for every away game out of our normal range of our other 2 stations, 106.7 Star FM WHHT, Glasgow Cave City Horse Cave, and Glasgow's ESPN Radio 1230 AM WCDS Glasgow. So 91.1 FM if you happen to be bringing your radios along to the ball games, and that's the away games. You'll be able to tune in to the regular frequencies at home at 106.7 and ESPN 1230. Just wanted to pass that along to you. A little Christmas present, I guess, that we got here. So
it's a nice little addition. Kind of gives us a little more flexibility, I guess you could say. So those long road trips, you can listen along with us.
Right. After tonight, our next broadcast of Barren County High basketball will be on New Year's Eve. And Robert, you'll join me for that broadcast from Russellville, and the Trojanettes take on the Lady Panthers. That'll be a 2 o'clock game New Year's Eve, and we'll be on the air at 1:45. We'll not be going to Lexington next week for the Fifth Third Bank Classic, however, but then we'll come back for the big district doubleheader against Glasgow on Friday, January the 4th. So just want to remind you about that. We're going to take another 2-minute break. We'll come back with more as the Trojans of Barren County take on the Trojans of Hazelgreen Academy here tonight for the championship of the Citizens First Holiday Classic. Back after this on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here at Bowling Green High School as the Trojans of Barren County, about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off, looking at tonight's area high school basketball schedule brought to you by Glasgow Prescription Center and Town and Country Drugs. Monroe County boys are at Pulaski County tonight. Greene County boys at Bardstown. Some girls games. Glasgow and Butler County at the Caverna Holiday Tournament. Metcalf County girls against Cloverport also in that tournament. Warren East girls at Lexington Catholics Holiday Classic. Cumberland County girls at Ballard Memorial Shootout. So there's your your area schedule. Keys to victory tonight for the Trojans of Barren County. Brought to you by U.S. Bank in Glasgow, home of free internet bill pay. And Robert, what are the keys to a Barren County Trojan victory tonight?
Well, I don't know a whole lot about Hazelgreen. I had an opportunity to watch them for about a minute when they were playing yesterday, and in the minute I saw a guy tomahawk two-hand stuff one. So they have a tremendous amount of athleticism. If in 1 minute I can see somebody throw one down like that. So we'll have to control that, be able to contain their athleticism. The pressure that we've been able to apply the last 2 days, if we keep that up, that shouldn't be a problem. We did a good job this morning in Greenwood. They had a little 2-2-1 trap, and we controlled the tempo. We needed to do that as well. I'm sure they'll get up in us and pressure us a little bit. And with the size they have, a little bit of size, so that'll be rebounding will be key. So.
All right. We'll be coming back with the starting lineups after this 2-minute timeout on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here at Bowling Green, let's take a look at the lineups. First for Greg Watson's Hazelgreen Academy Alabama Trojans. Record of 15-2. They will start Brock Bennett, a 6'4 senior, number 2, along with James Humphrey, a 6'3 senior. He wears number 23. He scored 28 and 25 in the last 2 ball games here in this tournament. So Humphrey will be the main cog for the Hazelgreen Trojans this evening. Kyle Burwell, a 6'3 senior, will start at a forward wearing number 25. Howard Anderson, number 0, a 6'1 junior to guard, and Jeremy Crutcher, a 5'8 sophomore at the other guard. He wears number 3. Barren County Trojans under head coach Steve Riley, assisted by Warren Cunningham and Matt Gardner. Blake Crabtree will start at one guard, 5'11", 165-pound senior, averaging 7.3. Cody Wooten, a 6' 165-pound senior, averaging 5.4. And Matt Riley at 5'9", 135 and a senior, averaging 9.3 a game. Forwards are Lee Hubbard, 6'1", 180, a senior, averaging 26.5 points a game after that 33-point performance earlier today against Greenwood. And Mason Myatt, a 5'11", 165-pound senior, will start at the other forward, averaging 1.1 a game. So the Trojans hoping to pull off and knock off this Hazelgreen Academy team out of Alabama for the championship of the Citizens' First Holiday Classic here at Bowling Green High. And Barren County has played exceptionally well here in this tournament so far.
They have played probably the best basketball I've seen out of any Barren County team for quite some time, and that's just attributed to the shooting we've been able to have. Matt got hot yesterday, and Zach's been filling it up as well, and then Lee's going to give you that 25-30 he's been given. So if we can keep that up, I don't know that there's many teams around here that can play with us, and hopefully there's not many teams in Alabama that can play with us either. So hopefully we keep that up. One thing, they have played 17 games, so they have a little more experience than we do. Something to look at compared to our 8. So they have a little more game experience as a team and as a unit this year. So that could also be something to look for tonight.
This team from Alabama went 27-6 last year, went to the Sweet 16 of the state tournament. As we said, their point guard last year went to Vanderbilt on a college basketball scholarship. So pretty good basketball team down here in Alabama, Hazelgreen Academy. I'm not sure where they're located. I didn't have a chance to check on their location in Alabama of where they are. The Hazelgreen Trojans will be in white uniforms trimmed in red and gray. The Barren County Trojans in gold uniforms trimmed in burgundy and white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in white. And your officials are Tim Rigdon, David Loxton, and Tawny Brown. And the Trojans will be moving to the left side of your radio dial as we start this first half of play. Lee Hubbard will jump against James Humphrey. Humphrey with about a 2-inch height advantage on Hubbard. Here's a toss, and Hubbard got the tap coming down. And Cody Wooten handles the basketball, gives to Riley, back to Wooten outside. Here's Crabtree, top of the key, took an ocean, gives the ball up in the corner to Riley, left-hand side. Riley back out to Wooten. Wooten brings it out in the middle of the floor, sends it right side to Crabtree. Crabtree back to Wooten. They swing it back left to Riley, back to Wooten. And now Wooten goes to Crabtree on the right wing. Blake. Cross-court pass. Ooh, dangerous pass, but Riley there to get it. Kicks it back out to Wooten, top of the circle. Right side it goes to Crabtree, down to the corner. Hubbard back out to Crabtree. And now here's Wooten out near midcourt. Wooten gives it back right side to Crabtree. Back to Wooten again. He works it left side now on the dribble. Fakes a pass. Now he has to get rid of it. Sends it across over to Crabtree. Now Crabtree on the dribble to the right side of the floor. Back to Wooten. Trojans of Hazelgreen in a zone. Here's a three out of the corner by Lee Hubbard.
Good job working the ball around, being patient. Almost a minute gone by. One shot and 1 3.
Burwell with the basketball, and a high post it goes to Humphrey, back to Burwell. Burwell works around the top of the circle, gives it off to Bennett. Now Bennett, one dribble against Wooten, picks it up, gonna have to do something with it, bounces back out to Burwell. Back over the right side, it goes to Bennett. Bennett back outside to Crutcher, inside underneath, a shot put up and in by Bennett. 3-2 score. Barren County as Cody Wooten will bring it across the timeline over to Crabtree. Back to Wooten. They swing it left to Riley. Back to Wooten. Wooten dribbling to the right. Leaves it with Crabtree. Crabtree now goes back to Wooten on the right wing at an open three. Lets it fly. No good. Rebound taken in there by Anderson for Hazelgreen. On the other end, they get back quickly, and a shot put up and in by Humphrey.
That's just them pushing the ball down the floor and us jogging back, not sprinting back on defense.
4-3, Hazelgreen leads it. Here's Riley with the basketball, gives to Wooten, right side to Crabtree. Now Blake, one dribble, back out to Wooten. They swing it left to Riley. Riley dribbles it back out to Wooten. Wooten back over to Crabtree on the wing. Blake getting some pressure over there. And now here's Wooten, left side, Riley. Riley looking in the corner to Lee Hubbard. And he floats it back out to Wooten. Wooten, right side to Crabtree. Back to Wooten. Now Wooten, crossover dribble, bounces back to Crabtree on the right wing. Back to Wooten again. 5:35 to play first quarter. Got a 4-3 ball game. Crabtree, one dribble back to Wooten between the two circles. Back over to Crabtree on the right wing again. Now Crabtree on the dribble. Gets rid of it to Riley. Left side of the floor. In the corner to Hubbard up the baseline. Here's his jumper. It's up. It's no good. Ball tips out. And Crutcher's got it for Hazelgreen Academy. Left side it goes to Bennett. Back out it comes to Burwell. On the high post left side is Humphrey. Hubbard out on him. Left side Burwell. Dishes down low. Humphrey puts it up and in.
He's their main guy. He's their scorer. And everything, pretty much all their offense goes through them. You can see that in the first two plays.
6-3, Hazelgreen. 4:47 to play here in the first quarter. Riley on the left wing. Down low the baseline is Hubbard. Kicks it back out to Wooten. Over to Crabtree. Crabtree can't drive. He's cut off. Loose ball knocked away. Taken by Crutcher. Crutcher on the left wing. Now on the dribble against Crabtree. Wants to reverse it back left. Gives to Burwell. Halfway to the corner. Now back out to Crutcher. Crutcher reverses. High post. Humphrey. Left-hand side against Hubbard. Now dribbles. And then he's called for steps. Kind of lost the handle on it and picked it back up. So the Trojans will get it back with 4:18 to play here in the first. Barren County trailing 6-3.
Not a lot of movement on our, they're playing that 2-3 zone. We don't have a lot of movement. We're just passing the ball and not attacking off the wings. Need to do a little better job of doing that.
Cody Wooten. Out top, still on the dribble. To the right side of the floor. Back left it comes to Crabtree. Now Riley in the left corner. Dribbles out with it. Sends it back out to Crabtree. Back to Riley. Deep on the left side. Riley. On the dribble here on the left side of the court. Gives it out near midcourt to Wooten. He wants to drive with it down and slices his way down the lane. Puts it up and in.
That's what we got to do. We have to attack the gaps in the zone and make them rotate and get the open shot.
6-5, 3:38 to play first quarter. Here's a cross-court pass to Bennett on the left side of the floor. Dishes down low. They kick it back out to Burwell. Right side to Crutcher. And now Crutcher on the dribble for Hazelgreen. Out to Bennett. They swing it around to the left side. They go down low. Goes through the hands of Burwell. And here come the Trojans. Lee Hubbard. Hubbard all the way to the basket. Puts it up. Oh, it trickles off the rim. And it's tipped off to Crutcher for Hazelgreen. Crutcher now gets rid of it to Burwell. He'll fire up a three-point shot that's short. Riley with a rebound for Barren County. Off to Cody Wooten. 6-5 the score. Wooten works it right side, gives to Riley. Now Bennett comes over to pick him up. Riley fell down but got rid of the basketball to Wooten. Back out to Riley. 2:53 left in the quarter. 6-5 ball game. Crabtree deep on the left side now. Blake on the dribble. Back out front. Wooten. In the middle it goes to Mason Myatt. Back out. Now they whip it around the horn. Riley open. Three-point shot is no good. Rebound taken there by Humphrey for Hazelgreen. Crutcher into the front court now. Guarded by Riley. Right side it goes to Anderson. And now Humphrey. And the ball knocked away from him by Hubbard. Apparently went off him and out of bounds. So it's going to be Barren County's basketball. Zach Gibson, 5'11 junior, averaging 7.1. Trevor Adwell, 6'1 junior, averaging 4.3 in the lineup for Barren County. With 2:20 to play, first quarter, 6-5 ball game. Crabtree deep on the right side, out front. Now Crabtree covered up, bounces it off to Wooten. They got a new player in the ball game, Darius Crutcher, number 4, a 5'10 sophomore. Lee Hubbard with it deep on the left side. In the corner, Gibson wanted to shoot the three, got covered up. Bounces back out to Wooten, now over to Crabtree. Crabtree bounce pass in there to Adwell. Back out it comes to Wooten, now splits the defenders, goes up with a shot, and draws a foul.
Good job. Both times he's attacked, something productive has happened. Last time it was a layup, this time it's going to be 2 free throws.
This foul's going to be charged to Humphrey. That's his first, and that's the first foul of the ball game.
Pretty quick quarter. Only 1:53 left here in the first.
Cody Wooten, first of 2, no good.
One thing's been pretty obvious so far. We're only going to get one opportunity. With that zone, we don't have very good offensive rebounding position, so we better make our shots.
Second shot rims good for Cody Wooten, and it's a 6-6 ball game. Minute 49 to play, first quarter. Crutcher on the right side to Anderson. And now here's Bennett down low, kicks it across. He had an open look. Here's a 3 out of the corner, no good by Crutcher. And ball gets loose on the floor and taken in there by Anderson. Throws it outside to Crutcher. Crutcher getting pressure out there. Now gives to Darius Crutcher and Jeremy Crutcher. And here's a long 3 that didn't even draw iron. Hit the backboard. Now here comes Lee Hubbard quickly down the floor. Left side of the lane. Goes up with a shot. Looked like he got fouled there. No call. Underneath. Here's Crabtree. He walked.
Little extra hop under there.
1:16 left in the quarter. It is 6-6. Bennett gets the ball in play to Jeremy Crutcher. And he'll bring it across the midcourt line. Sends it right side to Anderson. Out of the high post, Humphrey. Right side, bounce pass, cutting down in the lane. Shot put up, no good by Darius Crutcher. Rebounded by Zach Gibson. Under a minute to play. We got a 6-6 ball game. Cody Wooten out of the right wing. Gets a screen out there from Hubbard. Throws it left. They go in the corner, Gibson. And a bad pass. Here comes Crutcher. Bounce pass. Broken up in there. Loose ball. Scramble for Cody Wooten. Down on the floor. Hustling. Gets rid of the ball to Adwell. Back to Wooten with 36 seconds to play. And the Trojans will hold it for 1 right here with 28 seconds to go. Crabtree holding the ball with his left hand. Now hasn't put down the dribble. Gives it off to Wooten with 18 seconds to play. Wooten dribbles as Hazelgreen does not apply any pressure here with 10 seconds to go. And now Crabtree's got it deep on the right side. Crabtree sends it across. Gibson in trouble, and he apparently dribbled it on the sideline, and so Hazelgreen gets it back with 1 second to play.
We've done a pretty good job this tournament being efficient with our last possessions to end the quarters, and that was not one of those efficient possessions.
Who's got 4?
And time runs out here in the first quarter on the inbounds pass. 6-6 the score here at the end of 1. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here in Bowling Green, we're tied at 6. Second quarter of action brought to you by Greener Grass Lawn Care, offering full-service lawn care and stump removal, making God's green earth a little greener. Call 651-8055. Hazelgreen has the basketball. They got a couple of new players in the ball game. Number 22, that's Ty Campbell, a 6-foot junior. Crutcher working, drives all the way to the bucket, puts it up, it trickles off. Rebound and tied up. It's going to be Humphrey and Lee Hubbard, and the ball's going to go back. That's going to be Barren County's ball.
We're just kind of losing our men down here. They're doing a good job cutting, and we're not doing a very good job helping and jumping to the ball.
Riley gets it across the timeline. Crutcher on him. Throws it off to Mason Myatt. Myatt gets a screen from Adwell. Leaves in the corner. Gibson with a 3. It is no good. And Humphrey up high for the board for Hazelgreen. Crutcher will bring it across the line. Gives it off to Burwell. Burwell deep on the right side. Burwell sends it out to Humphrey. Humphrey, a high post to Bennett now. Bennett hands it off, almost taken away in there by Adwell. Humphrey Floats it over left side to Crutcher. Takes it down to the corner. Backs it out. Gives it out to Burwell. Right side now to Campbell. They swing it around. Goes down low to Campbell. One dribble. Goes up in the lane. Puts it in. 8-6. Hazelgreen. Riley with the basketball for Barren County into the front court. Takes it right side, hands it off to Lee Hubbard. Sends it out deep to Myatt, back to Riley. Riley working left. Now reverses back right, gives it off to Lee Hubbard. Three ball is partially blocked. Should have been a foul there, no call. And on the other end, here's Campbell underneath, puts it up and in. Got control of the basketball. And Campbell with the last two buckets for Hazelgreen coming off the bench. It's 10-6. Riley gives rid of it to Myatt. Right side to Hubbard. Hubbard back out to Myatt. Now Mason bounces it off to Riley. And goes right side with it. Out front now. Riley getting pressure from Campbell. Trevor Adwell with it now. Back to Riley. Swing it left side to Hubbard. Back out to Riley, top of the circle. Dribbles it right. Brings it back out. Gives it off to Myatt. Back to Riley. 5:48 left in the half. 10-6 ball game. Inside, here's Hubbard, triple team. And a whistle. Foul on Hazelgreen. And let's see. It's going to be on number 2, and that is Bennett.
One thing their zone is doing is pushing us. We're starting our offense 40 feet away from the basket. We're not getting the ball pushed down around the three-point line to start our offense. So when we do have a cut or a pass, we can get the ball in with a nice pass because they're so athletic. Any long pass or any ill-advised pass, they're going to pick it off, and the way they push the ball is going to be a layup.
Lee Hubbard at the line. 2 shots for Barren County. First one on the way. Got it. Lee hit a three-pointer in the first quarter. That's his first point of the second. It's 10-7. Blake Crabtree and Cody Wooten returns to the Trojan lineup. So starting 5 back in there now. Hubbard's second free throw. It's on the way, and it is in and out. Rebound by a new player in the ball game. Is it Colby Finnegan? Is that his name?
Colby, yes.
He's under the high post, dribbles, and double dribbling called against Finnegan. He stands about 6'5", 6'6".
He's a pretty big kid.
He wasn't on the original roster, so just to add on there at game time.
We'll take a 6'6" add-on. Anytime we can get one.
Yeah. Let's come on to Barren County High. We'll add you on there. 10-7 the score. Here's Crabtree. Deep on the right side, back out to Wooten. They swing it left to Riley, down low, and I don't think anybody touched it, and it's going to be Hazelgreen's basketball. Jeremy Crutcher back in the lineup now for the Trojans of Hazelgreen. Finnegan, top of the key. Dribbles it right, gives it off to Burwell. Burwell now wants to penetrate in the lane, and a foul on the floor, I believe. Going to be charged to Barren County, and it'll be on Mason Myatt. First foul of the ball game against Barren County. As Crutcher gets the ball in play to Campbell. Campbell penetrates in the lane, goes up and under, and puts it in.
No help whatsoever. He just drove straight to the basket. He beat his man. Nobody stepped to help, and got an easy layup. 12-7. Hazelgreen's biggest lead at 5. Cody Wooten directing traffic, trying to set things up. Left side, it goes to Crabtree. Crabtree getting pressure, now reverses in the lane, dumps it off inside. Underneath, here's Ben Hubbard, who's checked to the lineup. 5'10" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points a game. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul charge to Finnegan. 3 fouls on Hazelgreen here in the first half.
Can't let it penetrate middle.
That's what we have to do on our offensive ends, penetrate like they're doing to us, and get by that first wave of defenders on that 2-3 zone, and then make something happen with those bottom 3.
Ben Hubbard knocks the free throw down. He'll have another one coming. 12-8 the score with 4:38 to go in the first half. And this one comes off. Rebound by Burwell. As Crutcher will bring it up. Right side, they gonna give and go. Burwell spins, goes over the shot, no. And Ben Hubbard gets pushed on the rebound.
Then had good offensive position there, and 25, Burwell came over his back and pretty much pushed him in to the backboard support there and got the foul.
12-8, 4:20 to play here in the first half. Hazelgreen in the lead. Riley has it in the left corner, dribbles it out. Picks it up, goes to Crabtree out front. Back to Riley on the left wing. Now he'll dribble it back up, gives to Cody Wooten. In the corner, Ben Hubbard, shot up, no good. Rebound in there by Campbell for Hazelgreen. Crutcher into the front court. High post, Finnegan. Gives it back over to Crutcher. Crutcher falls down. We got a whistle, foul. And the reach-in foul, actually a blocking foul on Lee Hubbard will be his first, and that's the team's second. Campbell will put it in play across the way from us. Comes out to Crutcher. Lobs it into Finnegan. Back out to Crutcher. Trying to set things up. They swing it off to Darius Crutcher. Jeremy Crutcher over to Burwell. Out top, knocked away. Stolen by Lee Hubbard. Lee going all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in. Makes it a 12-10 ball game.
Points off that defense. Easy points off the defense.
Yeah. Jeremy Crutcher with it for Hazelgreen. Angles off to the left side of the dribble. Now dribbles it up the baseline, cut off by Riley. Has to reverse it, and now he's trapped in the corner. Gets rid of the ball out to Finnegan, and now to Darius Crutcher. He pulls up, gives it to Campbell for three. Got it. Campbell with 9 points of Hazelgreen's 15 coming off the bench. In the corner, Ben Hubbard out to Cody Wooten. Now Wooten sends it across to Riley. Back left side to Lee Hubbard. Floats it back out to Riley. They swing it right side to Crabtree. But Burwell took it away from him. Poked it out of his hands, and here is Crutcher on the other end for a layup. Darius Crutcher.
At least 3 or 4 baskets they've got uncontested, just kind of snowbirding out in front of the field.
17-10, Hazelgreen with 2:22 to go here in the first half. Ben Hubbard has it on the right side of the floor. Putting down the dribble. Sends it in there to Crabtree. Crabtree kicks it out to Riley. Over to Lee Hubbard. 3 ball on the way. Good.
Get some of those to fall for us here and get a little flow to our offense.
17-13, Barren County trailing by 4 with 1:59 to play. Inside, Finnegan breaking across the lane, puts it in. It is 19-13, Hazelgreen. Bounce pass off to Riley, left side. Getting some pressure, gets rid of it to Wooten. Wooten fires it in the middle now to Crabtree. Out to Lee Hubbard. Jump pass over the left side, and here's Ben Hubbard up the baseline. Pumps, goes up, and draws a foul.
Kind of lost the ball as he went up and got lucky to get a foul call, but nevertheless, he has an opportunity to get 2 at the free throw line.
Burwell picks up his second personal foul. That's team foul number 5 on Hazelgreen. At the line, Ben Hubbard. 1 of 2, his first trip. Shot good. 19-13. And Bennett, along with Anderson, returning to the Hazelgreen lineup. Or 19-14 the score now, with 1:34 remaining here in the first half. Ben Hubbard fires it up, misses this one. The rebound is by Crutcher for Hazelgreen. Gets rid of it to Bennett. Bennett, bounce pass, knocked away, stolen from behind. Here's Lee Hubbard all the way to the rack, lays it up and in. 11 points for Hubbard, and it's 19-16.
Trojans going to apply a little pressure here.
Bennett out front. Knocked away by Hubbard. They tried to force it in there. Here's Lee on the other end. Scoops it up. The shot goes in. What a move by Lee Hubbard, and draws a foul.
Kind of changed hands in the air right there and banked it off the window and got it to fall and got the foul. So just what you would expect out of the hub to create a little offense out of his defense and make something happen.
And Lee Hubbard will have a chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play if he connects. So it'll tie the ball game with 1:05 to go here in the first half. Shot on the way, off the front of the rim. Rebound taken in there by Anderson. Long pass down underneath. Humphrey. It's going to be off of his leg and out of bounds.
Good job getting back there, but Ben, otherwise he would have had another one of those easy 2 points.
Yeah. Now the Trojans of Barren County have a chance to take the lead here with 54 seconds to play before halftime. Cody Wooten, bounce pass, broken up, stolen by Anderson. Anderson against Cody Wooten. Goes up, shot, and let's see, we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Wooten. That's his first. Team's third. He's going to send Anderson to the free throw line for 2. Anderson, a 6'1" junior.
It's one of those passes we were talking about earlier in the game that you're just not going to be able to make against this team. You know, they're long, quick, and athletic, and they're going to pick that off and convert it into 2 on their end.
Anderson missed the first of 2. Second one is up. He hits this one for his first point of the game. 20-18, Hazelgreen. 43 seconds to play here in the first half. Cody Wooten with the basketball for Barren County. 37 seconds left in the half. Wooten, as the Trojans spread the floor here, will hold it for 1 shot. Wooten out front near midcourt. Pounding it against the floor. 24 seconds to play.
They're going to be content to let us take 1 shot here. 20 seconds as he still pounds it out front there.
Yep. Down to 16 seconds. Trojans of Barren County trail by 2. Here in this championship game of the Citizens First Holiday Classic. Cody Wooten fires it off to Crabtree. Down to 5 seconds. Crabtree, baseline shot is going to be short. Rebounded there by Humphrey, and that ends the first half of play with a score. Hazelgreen 20, Barren County 18. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Well, back here at Bowling Green, the Barren County Trojans trail the Hazelgreen Academy Alabama Trojans by a score of 20-18. It was tied at 6 at the end of the first quarter, and Barren County was outscored in the second quarter 14-12. We'll come back with a halftime scoring, stats, and other information to pass along to you after this 1-minute timeout on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Let's take a look at individual scoring here at halftime as Barren County trails 20-18 here in the championship of the Citizens First Bank Holiday Classic. For Hazelgreen, 9 field goals in the first half. One of those a 3-pointer. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and they're led by Ty Campbell. Campbell came off the bench to score 9 second quarter points on 4 baskets. One of those a 3-point shot. James Humphrey with 4 points, who is actually the leading scorer for Hazelgreen Academy. Those 2 baskets came in the first quarter. 2-pointer for Brock Bennett. Also Darius Crutcher with a basket. Kobe Finnegan with a 2-point basket. Darius Crutcher with 2, and 1 point for Howard Anderson in the first half. For Barren County in the first half, only 6 field goals. 2 of those were 3-point shots. The Trojans of Barren County 4 of 9 from the free throw line, and only 3 players have scored for Barren County in the first half. Lee Hubbard has 13 of Barren County's 18 points. He has 5 baskets, 2 of those 3-point shots, and he was 1 of 3 from the foul line. Cody Wooten with 3 points, a field goal, and 1 of 2 at the line, and Ben Hubbard has 2 of 4 free throws for his 2 points. And Danny, you got the first half stats ready there?
Yes, I do. I'll start off with Hazelgreen. They're 8 of 12 from the 2-point line for 75%. So they're shooting great, but most of those have been layups. From the 3-point line, they're 1 of 3 for 33%. So for shooting, they're 9 of 15 for 60%. A little different than what we've been doing in the game, holding everybody down to 30%. They're doubled that. They're shooting the free throws 1 for 2 for 50. They have 9 turnovers. We've taken advantage of those 9 turnovers. Got about 12 points off those 9 turnovers. They've got 13 rebounds, 12 defensive, 1 offensive. For the Trojans, we are 4 of 9 from 2-pointers for 44.4%, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, 33%. For the game, we're 6 of 15 for 40%. Free throw line, 4 of 9, as you mentioned, for 44.4%. We've got 7 turnovers, 6 rebounds, 5 defensive, 1 offensive.
Okay, it's a 20-18 score. Hazelgreen leads Barren County here at the break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here in Bowling Green, after tonight, the Trojans will be off till Wednesday night, December 26th, the day after Christmas. We'll be playing Simon Kenton in the Fifth Third Bank Classic up at Lexington Catholic. That's a 3:30 Central Time start next Wednesday. So we wish the Trojans the best of luck next week in that Fifth Third Bank Classic. And there is some very good basketball that'll be going on in that tournament, which includes teams from Pennsylvania, Tennessee, unless that's a typo. It may be Tennessee, I don't know, but I've never heard of Schaller area. PN, wherever that is. Mason County, also in that tournament. Lexington Christian, Lexington Lafayette, Christian County, Covington Catholic, just to name a few teams. St. X, Lexington Catholic, of course. Paintsville, always a tough team out of the mountains. And East Ridge, Tennessee, Lincoln County out of Region 12. Clay County, very traditional powerhouse in Region, is it 13, I think it is, or 14? So the Trojans taking on Simon Kenton next Wednesday at 3:30 Central Time. And if they win that game, they'll play Louisville St. Xavier at 9:30 a.m. the next morning, also at Lexington Catholic. So get up there and see some good basketball next week. Unfortunately, we won't be able to bring you the broadcast, but next Trojan broadcast after tonight will be against the Glasgow Scotties Friday night, January the 4th at Barren County, and the Trojanettes will be at Russellville on New Year's Eve. And that's the only game in the entire state going on, Robert. We're playing the only game, so they ought to fill up Russellville's gym on New Year's Eve at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
New Year's Eve matinee, I guess you could say.
We'll come back with the second half of this one after this 2-minute timeout on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Hazelgreen's basketball to start the second half, leading 20-18 over Barren County. Crutcher with it, left side to Anderson. They swing it back out top and around the right side to Burwell. Burwell now on the dribble. Gets rid of it to Bennett. Bennett out front. Right side to Anderson. Back out to Bennett again. And leaves it with Crutcher. Crutcher, right side to Anderson. Anderson dumps it off inside, and the ball hit the bottom of the backboard. It left Humphrey's hands, but Burwell there to put it in, and we were just kind of standing around.
That's exactly it. We were just kind of standing around, letting everybody else do the work, and we got beat. Plain and simple, got beat on that basket.
Hazelgreen, the 2-3 zone. Barren County, Cody Wooten over to Hubbard, back to Wooten. In the middle, here's Hubbard. He got fouled, throws up the shot, though. Gets his own rebound, goes back up strong, puts it in. It'll count as a foul.
Well, compared to the first half and the second half, we have now one offensive rebound in each half, so it took us a minute to get our first one in the second and almost the whole first half to get our first one there. So that's something we usually excel at and get a lot of points off and haven't so far in this game.
And Hubbard cans the free throw. Point number 16 for Lee. 22-21, Barren County back within one. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third. Anderson on the right wing for Hazelgreen. Out to Burwell. Burwell angles off right, wants to drive with it, goes to the basket. Leaner is up and in. Let's see if they count it as Mason Myatt trying to take the charge. Ooh, it was on the floor, I believe they said.
No, they
that's uncounted.
Little continuation there.
Okay, so Burwell gets the bucket. Foul on Myatt will be his second. Free throw up and no good. Rebound knocked down, and Riley comes out of there with it. Off to Wooten, out front. 24-21 Hazelgreen. Left side it comes to Crabtree, back to Wooten. They swing it right to Riley. Back to Wooten, back to Riley. Riley back out to Wooten, swings it left to Crabtree, back to Wooten, back right it goes to Riley. Down low it comes to Hubbard, kicks it back out to Wooten. Left side it goes to Crabtree. Now Wooten, right side to Riley. Back to Wooten. And now back to Riley again, back to Wooten. Can't seem to penetrate against that 2-3 zone.
Got to attack.
And Riley dribbles it back out, throws it to Wooten. Wooten goes left to Mason Myatt. And ball gets loose on the floor. Burwell comes out of there with it. Anderson off to Crutcher. Crutcher takes it against Riley. Pull-up jumper is no good. Ball slapped right to Bennett. He puts it up. He missed it underneath. Put back up, no good. A foul. Trojans couldn't get on the boards that time. And it's going to be on Cody Wooten, and that's his second. 2 on the Barren County Trojans here in the second half.
We're just simply on offense, kind of tossing it around the perimeter. There's no movement. We're just a little ball movement outside the perimeter on our offense. We have to attack the gaps in the zone.
Free throw's no good by Humphrey. He'll have another try with 5:49 to play here in the third. Barren County trailing by 3. Second shot pops out. Ball tipped out long, and it's going to be chased down by Crutcher. He falls to the floor. He's going to be over and back. He tried to call a timeout, but he was straddling midcourt, laying down on his back.
That was a good call right there.
Trojans of Barren County will have it with 5:45 and a chance to tie the game on a 3-point shot.
I just want to see us get a good shot.
Only 2 starters for Barren County have scored in this ball game. Hubbard has 16 of the 21. Cody Wooten.
Only 3 total.
Yeah, and ball got deflected trying to force it in. In the corner, Mason Myatt bluffs the 3, fires it across, and the ball's out of bounds. As it was deflected by Anderson, it'll stay with Barren County.
Good hands, Jay.
Crabtree will put it in play. Out to Wooten. Hazelgreen still in that 2-3 zone. Cross-court pass over to Riley. Down low it goes to Hubbard. He's trapped. Now he's in trouble. Going to have to do something with it. And the ball gets knocked loose. And then Hubbard yanks it back out of the crowd and gets riveted out to Cody Wooten. Wooten out front. Sends it over to Riley, left side. Trying to fire it down low to Hubbard. It was deflected, and Myatt's got it now. Kicks it back out to Wooten. Wooten off to Riley. He's going to fire it up for 3. Got it!
Little patience right there, paid off. Got the 3.
24-24, 4:45 to play here in the third. Burwell with the basketball. Gives it off to Bennett. Bennett now fires it inside, and we got a whistle and a foul intended for Humphrey. This foul is going to be charged to Mason Myatt, and that'll be 3. 3 on Barren County here in the second half. Ball comes out as Humphrey's got it. Gives to Crutcher, swings it left to Bennett. Down low is Humphrey, leaner up and in.
They just seem to get behind our defense, and you sit down and they get them the ball and they score.
6 points for Humphrey, 26-24. Hazelgreen back on top by a deuce. Riley with it out front for Barren County. Hazelgreen staying in the 2-3 zone. Right side it goes to Cody Wooten. Out to Blake Crabtree. Now Blake sends it left. Matt Riley back out to Crabtree. Back over to Riley. Long 3 on the way. This one's off. Coming off with it is Burwell for Hazelgreen. Gets rid of it to Crutcher. 3:53 left in the third. A 2-point lead for Hazelgreen. Anderson deep on the right side. Sends it across over to Burwell. Burwell out front. Burwell right side to Crutcher. Now Crutcher gives it down to Humphrey. He puts it up and it rolls in. 8 points for Humphrey. Now a 4-point lead for Hazelgreen at 28-24. Riley out to Wooten. Wooten back over to Riley on the right wing. Cross-court pass is picked off. Here's Burwell. He lost the handle on it, and he just let it go out of bounds. He wasn't going to try to go get it.
That's almost an impossible pass from one wing to the other against these long guys, as we already said. But obviously we haven't learned so far throughout the game. We keep throwing them.
Cody Wooten with 3:13 left in the third, and Barren County trailing 28-24. Into the front court on the dribble. Now Wooten gets rid of it over to Riley. Deep on the right side. Back to Wooten. Wooten out front. Back to Riley. Cross-court pass. Zach Gibson out of the corner for 3. It's short, and Hubbard right there to put it back in.
That might have been the easiest 2 points we've gotten all night.
Yeah.
Kind of just fell in his lap.
18 for Hubbard. 28-26. 2:43 to play here in the third. Burwell's got it. Gives it off to Bennett. Bennett deep on the left side. Now Bennett, one dribble, fires it across over to Anderson. Anderson, back cross-court pass. Here's a 3, but Burwell, no good. Rebound is going to be Bennett over the back of Hubbard. And on Bennett, that's his, got him for 2. He may have 3. I may have missed one somewhere. That is 3.
Yes.
Yep, 3 on Bennett now. So 2 starters with 3 fouls for Hazelgreen. Here's Riley with it, dribbling on the right side of the floor. And out it comes to Crabtree. Trojans moving to the right side of your radio dial here in the second half. Zach Gibson, left side of the floor. Back out to Crabtree. Crabtree back right to Riley. Back to Crabtree. Sends it left to Gibson. Gibson. Riley, Gibson, or rather Crabtree. Back to Crabtree from Gibson. In the corner, Riley down low to Hubbard. Hubbard double team. Fires a pass and hit the side of the backboard. We got a foul, though, on Hazelgreen.
I think that's going to be 4 on Burwell.
Yep, that is. That's 4 on Burwell.
That's a big. He averages double figures. He said, that's kind of a good foul for us.
Trojans ball, Barren County, as Wooten looks to trigger it in. The corner, Riley, left side. He'll circle out with it now. Minute 50 left in the third. Riley over to Wooten. Back to Riley. Right side to Gibson. Gibson, one dribble, back to Riley. Almost picked off there by Crutcher. Here's Wooten trying to penetrate. Pumps, looking. Gets it back out. Riley over to Gibson. Gibson back out to Riley in a bounce pass. Back over to Gibson. He can't shoot the 3. Back to Riley. Can't penetrate top of the key. Gives to Wooten. Wooten wanted to shoot the 3. Now Hubbard will out of the corner for 3. And no good. And Gibson's got it. Bounces back to Riley. Got away with a double. Here's Riley. Free throw line shot. Pops out. Rebound in there by Humphrey. He walked. Little tippy toe steps by Humphrey. Gives it right back to Barren County.
You don't think he did, but he did a little dance there.
Yeah. Trevor Adwell will return to the Trojan lineup for Barren County as Wooten will get a little break here with 1:13 left to play in the third. Barren County trailing by 2, 28-26. Here's Riley with it. He'll have to circle out. Getting pressure out there from Crutcher. Now he backs into the 2-3 zone. Left side it goes to Gibson. Back to Riley. Back to Gibson. Back to Riley. Right side Lee Hubbard. Back to Riley. Over the left side Gibson again. Ooh, and we'll have a collision here as Crutcher trying to break in to pick off the pass, and he ran into Riley. So on Darius Crutcher, his first. That'll be the team's 4th of the second half.
It's become a little predictable when you just pass it back and forth up top there and don't do anything else in attack.
52 seconds to play. Third quarter, Riley with the basketball for Barren County. Off of the left side, he sends it out to Crabtree. Crabtree gets a screen from Adwell. Leaves in the corner. Gibson, a deep 3. It is in and out. And rebound taken there by Campbell for Hazelgreen. Down court is Crutcher. He drives the baseline. Goes up in traffic. Missed everything. Whistle and a foul on the rebound. And they're going to call this one on Trevor Adwell. I don't know about that one.
That was kind of a jump ball there, and Trevor got caught.
Yeah. So Hazelgreen will put it in play.
Illegal.
And here is Campbell. Dumps it off in the corner. Bennett for 3. Got it.
Can't leave the shooters open.
Nope. 5-point lead for Hazelgreen, 31-26. We're down to 17 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Let's see if we can execute here at the end of the quarter.
Crabtree will hold it out front. 8 seconds to play. Crabtree off to Riley. Cross-court pass. Gibson. He'll fire it up for 3. It is coming off high. Bounces around and tipped up and in by Hubbard at the buzzer.
Nice job. He took the shot with the perfect time, enough time for Lee to get that offensive tip, and Lee had great position.
After 3, it's Hazelgreen 31, Barren County 28. Back in a minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Barren County outscored 11-10 the third quarter. The third quarter was brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899. Our fourth quarter, we're opening up with H&H Small Engine, offering true zero-turn commercial mowers. Barren County's basketball, the Trojans of Barren County trailing 31-28 as we enter the fourth. Riley out top, gives it over to Hubbard. Back to Riley. Over it goes to Gibson. Back to Riley. Back to Gibson. Now Gibson back out to Riley again. Fires it in the middle to Cody Wooten. Puts it up and it trickles off the rim. Trying to draw the foul as tried to pull that within 1 point there. 31-28. Crutcher gives it Up to Bennett. Bennett on the left wing. He'll circle out, sends it off now to Crutcher again. Crutcher bounce past the high post. Humphrey swatted away from behind. Here comes Riley all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in.
Good defensive possession right there. They've almost become as important as offensive possessions right now because the scarcity of points in the game. So good job there by Matthew.
Crutcher with the basketball, works left side, got a blocking foul, and this one is going to be charged to Lee Hubbard.
That was pretty picky considering the number of fouls we've had in the whole game. We've only got 9, both teams this half, so hopefully they won't change the way they've called the game here in the fourth quarter.
And here's a lob down to Bennett and a whistle. This foul will be charged to Cody Wooten. 3 on Wooten. 6 on Barren County here in the second half.
That could be a crucial fact here, 6 fouls. So they're on the free throw line the rest of the game. They get those easy baskets. We're having to work for ours.
Crutcher sends it way out deep in the backcourt to Bennett. And Crutcher will set it up. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 31-30 Hazelgreen. Crutcher lost the handle on it. Wooten's got it for Barren County. Wooten sends it left side over to Crabtree in the corner. Lee Hubbard 3, no good. Rebound in there, loose. Gibson got it. Back out to Wooten.
Good offensive rebound.
Back to Gibson, back to Wooten. Wooten, top of the circle, left side to Crabtree. Back out to Wooten again. Feeds it in there in the middle to Adwell. Turns and fires. Rims. Good, and a foul.
I wasn't sure what he was going to call there. I thought he might call 3 seconds, and he ended up counting the bucket. And we go up by 1 here with 6:30 left and a chance to make it 2 with the free throw.
So Trevor Adwell gets his first 2 points of the basketball game and will have a chance to make an old-fashioned 3-point play. That's the 5th foul on Hazelgreen here in the second half. Adwell fires it up, and it drops in.
Keep this momentum rolling here, right here on the defensive end.
Barren County has regained the lead, 33-31. On a 5-0 run here in the fourth quarter for the Trojans of Barren County. Crutcher penetrating, dishes it off in the corner. Anderson 3, no good. Ball tips out, and Gibson's got it for Barren County. Off it comes to Crabtree and across to Wooten. 6:10 to go in the ball game. Barren County up by 2, 33-31. Crabtree, right side Gibson, back to Crabtree, swings it left to Hubbard. Hubbard back out to Crabtree. Crabtree, one dribble back to Gibson, back out it comes as Crutcher applies a little pressure. And now Crabtree on the dribble out front. Left side to Hubbard, back out to Crabtree. Crabtree fires it up to Gibson, deep on the right side. Gibson bounces back to Crabtree. Left side to Cody Wooten. Wooten backing out with it. And inside, here's Hubbard, turns and fires 17, rims no good, rebound is by Adwell, back up, it won't count, they say. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
Still, that's a big offensive rebound. Good job getting up and getting position and getting the foul. That'll be 5 on Hazelgreen.
6 team fouls on Hazelgreen. Next foul on the Trojans of Barren County will be in the bonus. Inside, underneath, here's Hubbard, puts it up and in.
Good screen set there and let Lee come off free for the layup.
22 for Lee Hubbard, 35-31. Barron's lead is 4 with 5:20 to go in the ball game. Crutcher deep on the right side, out to Anderson, back to Crutcher. Crutcher back out to Anderson. Swings it left, and here's a long 3 on the way that is no good. Ball tipped inside. Here's a shot partially blocked and missed it underneath. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to Hazelgreen, they say.
I don't know about that one. A lot of active hands down there.
Yep.
Might have tipped it out.
Hazelgreen will have the ball deep in the right corner. They're moving the left side of your radio dial as Crutcher looks to inbounds. Jeremy Crutcher will send it out deep to Campbell. Anderson in the corner to Crutcher. Back out. In front it comes. They whip it around the horn. Crutcher, Anderson, left side, Jeremy Crutcher. Back out to Anderson. They swing it right and trying to penetrate. Can't go. It goes underneath the legs. Oh, he stepped on the midcourt line. That'll be over and back. And the Trojans of Barren County hopefully to benefit on the turnover.
turned up the defense on our end, and Hazelgreen wants to talk about it.
And a 30-second timeout called by Hazelgreen, Alabama, with Barren County leading 35-31 with 4:43 to go in the ball game.
One adjustment we're going to have to make on our offensive end, Hazelgreen's been content setting back, not applying any pressure into their 2-3 zone, and they've, as this quarter's worn on here, we got 4:43 left, they've kind of extended that out, so they're going to apply a little pressure to the ball, so we're going to have to be strong with the basketball and move it and rotate it quicker.
As we said, the Trojanettes won earlier today, 58-52 over Perry Central in the Berea Holiday Classic. They'll play tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Time. So the Trojanettes have gotten 2 wins in that tournament over at Berea.
Good bounce back game for them after
Perry Central, pretty good team out of Region 14. 35-31. Adwell gets inbounds to Wooten. Wooten getting pressure to backcourt from Crutcher. Gets it across the line. Lost the handle, but kept it alive. High post left side, Adwell turns, goes to the basket, had it knocked loose and out of bounds. I don't think Adwell knew how wide open he was there.
No, Hazel Creek's gone man, so they've kind of gotten out of their zone.
Riley's going to return to the lineup as Gibson will take a seat. Cody Wooten left of the bucket to inbounds. And is looking for Crabtree, couldn't get it to him. Riley out to Crabtree. Hazelgreen man-to-man. Crabtree dribbles out toward midcourt and backs it out. Bounce pass off to Hubbard. He's going to drive to the basket. Puts it up. It is good. Had 3 guys coming at him.
That was just a quick first step. Beat his guy, left him standing there for the layup.
24 for Hubbard, and Barren County with a 6-point lead, 37-31. Right side it goes to Burwell, guarded by Adwell. Now Burwell out to Crutcher. Crutcher's guarded by Wooten. Left side it goes down low, and now Crutcher has to dribble it back out. Looked like he double dribbled. Burwell out front, takes it right side, whistle, and a hand check foul on Adwell.
They've got Cody, 20, 25 feet away from the basket, kind of out of his comfort zone, guarding a bigger guy. So that's clearly a mismatch for Hazelgreen, and he had to commit the foul to keep him from getting 2 easy ones.
Burwell sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. He'll have another try. That's his 5th point. 37-32. Bonus shot by Burwell is good again. 37-33. Full court pressure applied by Hazelgreen. And the Trojans of Barren County have to call a timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. With 3:41 to go here in this basketball game, Barren County leads it 37-33. We're trailing 3 at the end of the 3rd quarter. They've outscored Hazelgreen 9-2 in this 4th quarter thus far.
That was really a good decision there by the boys. We had all of our timeouts. So anytime they kind of change up defensive pressure, we're not really looking for it since that was the first time they've applied the full court pressure the whole game. Call a timeout, talk about it, calm down here with 3:41 left and not let anything get out of hand.
You're listening to this ball game on 106.7 Star FM, WHHT, Glasgow Cave City, Horse Cave, Glasgow's ESPN Radio 1230 AM WCDS. And for those listening in the high school gym, 91.1 FM. 3:41 to go. Barren County's ball. Full court press applied by Hazelgreen. Hubbard gets the ball in play to Crabtree. He's in a trap, in trouble. Fires it off to Wooten. Wooten breaks the press now, gets it in front court left side. They're going to trap the ball. Crabtree's got it now. Crabtree getting pressure out there from Bennett. Off to Riley. Out to Wooten. Getting pressure from Crutcher. And now Wooten. Reverse it back out. And here comes Lee Hubbard to the basket. He gets fouled going up.
That was purely just an athletic, aggressive move there, and he kind of got over the defender. The defender didn't like it. He thought he blocked it cleanly, but Bennett picks up his 4th, and that gives them 2 starters with 4 fouls now.
Yeah. 7th team foul on Hazelgreen Academy, so it's Lee Hubbard at the line. Free throw is up and good. Lee now at 25 points on the night. 38-33. Mason Myatt returns to the Trojan lineup for Trevor Adwell. Hubbard fires it up. Got it. Lee now 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 39-33. Barren County lead is at 6. Crutcher deep on the right side. Out it comes to Bennett. Bennett putting down the dribble. High post, Humphrey swings it back out to Crutcher. Off to Darius Crutcher. Going to penetrate, then goes with a leaner. Is no good. Rebound, and going back up, we got a foul as Humphrey will step to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul on Matthew.
That's his first 8 on Barren County here in the second half.
That's probably really not a bad foul. Humphrey's a pretty big guy, 6'3", pretty powerful guy, so he was probably going to convert.
Humphrey misses. He's 0 for 3.
So we're +1 right there on that foul, at least, if not +2 if he misses here.
2:52 to play. Barren County 39, Hazelgreen 33. Humphrey's second toss is up. This one's no good. Burwell claims a rebound, puts it back up in the lane and hit it. 39-35. Crabtree down to Riley. Riley waits for everybody to get back. He's in a trap, gives it off to Crabtree. He's in a trap now. He is being swarmed now. Gets for the pass off to Myatt. Out to Wooten with 2:33 to go. 39-35 Barren County. Wooten looking, double team, whistle, and a foul. And it's going to be charged to Jeremy Crutcher, his first. And that's 8 on Hazelgreen here in the second half. Cody Wooten fires it up. No good. Long rebound going to be taken by Crutcher.
Those are the ones you got to make.
Wooten 1 of 3 from the stripe. 39-35, 2:20 to play. Burwell goes up with a jumper, fall away, no good. And a whistle, a foul on the rebound. And let's see who this one is on. It's going to be on Lee Hubbard. 3 on Lee Hubbard. That's 9 on Barren County here in the second half.
Lee had position on that rebound, and they actually called Lee for coming over the bag, so I'm not sure how that works, but nonetheless, it was on Lee.
Humphrey fires and hits. That's his first free throw he's connected on out of 5 tries. 39-36. 2:13 left to go. And here's Humphrey's free throw. He hit it again. 39-37, Barren County's lead. Here's a run out of the other end. Crabtree had it knocked loose from him, and then we got traveling called on Humphrey in the backcourt.
We got away with one, really, to be honest.
Sure
we tried
did.
to force that, and the defender made a good play, got the ball, but he couldn't keep his footing.
Hubbard will put it in play. Sends it out to Wooten. 2:07 left. Wooten working the left side of the floor against Humphrey. Wooten, bounce pass off to Lee Hubbard. He's going to drive. Splits the defenders, trying to go up, and somebody reached in and got him. It's either going to be on Crutcher or Burnwell, and it's going to be charged to Crutcher, and that's his second.
It'd been nice if it was on Burwell, but we'll take 1 on Crutcher.
9 fouls on Hazelgreen. Lee Hubbard at the line. Free throw is up and no good. In and out. Boy, you got to take advantage of these.
What is that, 2 of, or 3 of?
He has missed 3, and he's hit 4. He's 4 out of 7.
For the quarter, 3 out of 5?
3 out of 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one is up, and it's no good.
I guess I jinxed him saying 3 out of 5.
Minute 57 to play. Hazelgreen can tie or go ahead this trip. Burwell, left side to Bennett. Bennett swings it back out top to set it up with a minute 45. Left side, Burwell, out to Crutcher. Jeremy Crutcher with it now deep on the right side. Out to Humphrey.
Need to stop.
Humphrey leaves it with Crutcher. 2 Crutcher guys. Here's a shot from 17 that's off the mark. Long rebound. Riley had it poked away from him, out of bounds. Trojans of Barren County's basketball.
I'm not sure that was the shot that Hazelgreen wanted, but we'll take it. and have the ball with 1:27 left.
Barren County's missed their last 3 free throw attempts. A minute 24 to go. Wooten in the backcourt. Trojans 39 to Barren County. Hazelgreen Trojans 37. Whistle out front. Foul will be charged to Humphrey. That's only his second. That puts the Trojans of Barren County in the double bonus. 2 shots coming for Cody Wooten.
Cody's 1 of 3.
And the free throw, no good. We have missed the last 4 free throws. Had a chance to pull that lead out a little more with a 1:18 to go in the ball game. Cody Wooten fires this one up and hits.
Still 1 possession game.
Yeah, 40-37, Barren County. Timeout by Hazelgreen. This will be a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Jay Turner, Robert Bauer, and Danny Woosley back in Bowling Green. It is 40-37. Barren County on top of the minute 15, but Hazelgreen has the basketball. Here's Burwell, sends it right side to Crutcher, back out to Burwell, top of the key, left side to Bennett. Bennett, 1 dribble, back out to Burwell. Right side, Crutcher, back to Bennett now. Swings it left side to Jeremy Crutcher. He'll back it out near midcourt. Fires it across to Bennett, back out to Crutcher. 54 seconds to play. Crutcher starts his dribble against Wooten. Goes in, leaner, one-hander, no good. Mason Myatt has got the rebound for Barren County. And a foul on Hazelgreen. Now we've called a timeout, 30-second timeout.
It's a good, strong rebound by Mason and really did a good job chinning the basketball. And Coach Riley just told the guys in the last timeout we had 4 timeouts. So instead of trying to force anything that would lead to a turnover, just call a timeout. And that's what we did. We used one of those 4, and we have 3 left now.
47 seconds left, 3-point lead for the Trojans.
He also told him that last time out it was, possession game. He told him coming out of halftime that this was going to be a possession game. Each possession was big because we've only got 40 points. They have 37, so uncharacteristic. We had 73 and 63 and 83 the last 3 games, so well below our average. But anything we got to do to get a win, that's what we have to do. If we win 5-3, it's still a win.
Yeah.
So that's what matters.
That's right. Barren County will have the basketball to bring the length of the floor. Crabtree will put it in play. Hazelgreen will apply full court pressure. Crabtree gets it into play to Zach Gibson. Gibson gets it across the line. He's in a trap, and they reach in. And this foul is going to be charged to Burwell. And I believe that's going to be it. Yep, he'll foul out with 7 points.
If I had to venture a guess, I would say that is below his average. He is a 6'3" player and very athletic, has some hops on him. So I'd say that's well below his average for a guy that looks like that.
Yeah, understood that he was a double-figure scorer on the season. So Zach Gibson, big free throws. It goes in.
Used all the rim, but what matters, it went through the net.
His first point tonight, 41-37. Gibson, second try. Got it. 42-37. Barren County with 43 seconds to go in the ball game. Here in this championship of the Citizens First Holiday Classic. Crutcher lobs it underneath. It is put up, no good. Tapped up, no good. Put back up, no good. Fighting for it, it's stripped loose. And Riley's got it underneath, gives it off to Hubbard. Hubbard pushing it down the floor. Hubbard in traffic, gives it off. Now here's Cody Wooten. They whip it right back out to Riley. Now to Hubbard, 20 seconds to go.
Good play, keep away.
And a foul out here midcourt to reach in on Hazelgreen. It'll be Riley going to the free throw line. The foul charged to Jeremy Crutcher, his third. And Barren County with 17 seconds to go leads it by 5.
These are big free throws for Matthew. Make it a 3-possession game if he knocks down both of them.
Free throw is up. No good off the front of the rim. And Steve Riley will call for a timeout with 17 seconds to play. A full timeout. We'll be back in a minute on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. 17 seconds remaining. Matt Riley at the free throw line for his second free throw shot. Barren County leads it 42-37. Greenwood just beat Bowling Green by 5 points in the consolation game. The free throw is missed. And the rebound by Hazelgreen. Here's Crutcher racing to the basket. Lehner up, missed the shot. Rebound by Lee Hubbard. Hubbard floats it out to Crabtree. 5 seconds to play. Off it goes to Myatt. Back out to Riley. Time's going to run out. The Trojans have won the championship.
Good, hard win here for the Trojans. Nice tournament all around, and kind of have an uncharacteristic victory, but nonetheless, as we said, it is a victory.
Barren County wins the championship of the Citizens First Holiday Classic out of 12 teams that played here this week. 3-day tournament. 42-37 over Hazelgreen, Alabama. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with a postgame after this on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here at Bowling Green as Barren County has won the championship over Hazelgreen Academy, Alabama, 42-37 this afternoon. Barren County goes to 7-2 on the year. Hazelgreen, Alabama drops to 15-3. When we come back, we'll give you individual scoring stats and other information to pass along to you after this 2-minute timeout on the Barren County Sports Radio Network. Back here in Bowling Green, this is Jay Turner along with Robert Bauer and Danny Woosley, where the Barren County Trojans have won the championship of the Citizens First Bank Classic here at Bowling Green High, 42-37 over Hazelgreen, Alabama, to go to 7-2. And Steve Riley will get the headsets on him. We'll get some comments from him as got to feel pretty good about the way the Trojans gutted it out, especially in the second half against a very good Hazelgreen team.
Well, they're a good team. They're 15-2 going to this game, and they're solid. We did a good job defensively because we had to, because they reversed the ball so good and had back screens. These guys are well coached. Everybody told me before we played them that this was an extremely well coached team, and they are. That guy who coaches them, he does a good job. He's a young guy. They were really sharp. We were very fortunate to be down 2 at halftime. I told our guys, I said, we're going to win it because we didn't play really well. And we're playing against a good team. We're only down 2 at half. We're going to find a way to win it. And we made enough big plays. We couldn't make shots. Didn't make free throws.
11 of 22.
Well, and I think a lot of that is, I looked out there and Cody Wooten looks like to me he's about to die. He's working so hard, and I thought we got tired because a lot of times when you're tired, you leave shots short and you miss free throws. But we were able to gut it out and win. And we needed a game that we had to gut it out to win because everything's not going to be easy. We had a chance to do this in a couple other games and didn't do it and didn't finish the deal. And we've won a lot of games by pretty wide margins, and we needed a game like this against a good team. And this was a good tournament to be in. We got to play 3 really good teams, and it was a good tournament to be in. And I know fatigue's part of it because when at the end of the game, when Lee misses 2 free throws, and then a minute later Matthew misses 2 free throws, those guys are 80% free throw shooters. Yeah. And thank goodness Gibson didn't miss his 2. And that was big for us. I thought Trevor Adwell was really big for us in that early fourth quarter stage. I thought he made some big plays. He made that and one play that was big, and he got some boards, and we were able to grind out an extremely tough game against a good team, and for the better part, we played really good defense. The game was we like to get up down the floor a little better, but it was a lower possession game, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that neither team shot the ball well, and so both teams, when it gets to be a possession game, you try to maximize your possessions, make sure you do a good job with them. But I'm really, really pleased with our guys. I'm pleased with how they played in this tournament, and I've been getting on them about, we talked about early in the year that we didn't really want to set any team goals. We just want to be work as hard as we could every day in practice and be the best teammate you could be on and off the court. And I think we succeed there. But I told him one day after we got beat by Allen, I said, the thing about you guys is that you've always been good, but you've never finished the deal. You never won championships. Well, it's not necessarily a championship that we want, but it's a start, And we were able to win this tournament. Look at the teams that are in this tournament. Preseason favorite in the second region, preseason favorite in the third region, 3 of the top 6 or 7 teams in the fourth region, 1 of the top 2 or 3 teams in the fifth region, Central Hardin. Pineville, who is rated in the top 2 or 3 in their region. It was a good field, and that's one of the reasons we win it. So we play Hazelgreen here. They're a 6A school.
6A.
In Alabama, which is our largest classification. And they were a good, solid team, and we knew that, and we did a good job playing against a really solid team, and we were able to grind it out and get a win. now our guys got a few days off. We're going to take tomorrow and Sunday off, and we're going to have an optional workout Monday morning for about 1 hour because that's Christmas Eve, and that's why it's optional. And then we won't practice Christmas Day because there's some things that are a lot more important than a basketball game. And then we'll come in Tuesday and, Wednesday when we'll come in and work out a little bit before we get on the bus. We'll probably work out for about 45 minutes to an hour so we can get our sweat up before we get on the bus and go up, and then we'll be ready to play at the Lexington Catholic. Really good field. We play Simon Kenton, who's really good in the first game. And, then second game we're going to play St. X or Franklin County or Christian County, which are going to be good teams. So it's going to be a good field to play. We can play anywhere from 2 to 5 games. And, it'd be nice to play a few games in there and work on getting better. We got good tournaments. We did it on purpose. We feel like that if you're going to be as good as you can be, you got to play good teams. And that's what we've done. We shortened practice this week, Tuesday, and we went about 45 minutes, and we probably were going to go a lot of short practices from here on out. I told Coach Butler, told me the other day, I said, we had a really bad practice on Monday. I said, Coach, we had a really bad practice. We didn't get anything done. He said, Coach, when you got a senior team, they don't want to practice, they want to play. He said, so you can over-practice them. And he said, they're smart, they know what they're supposed to do. Get them in, get their workout, get them out. He said he did that a lot with his group last year that was seniors. And the one thing about coaches that we got to make sure we do is that we got to realize that we don't invent the wheel, and other people sometimes have really good suggestions. And, at Barren County, fortunately, we have an outstanding girls coach, that I can learn some lessons from also.
Of course, Trojanettes have won 2 out of 3 games up in Berea.
Well, how much better are they than everybody expected them to be?
They've surprised some people.
They're pretty fun to watch, too. Boy, they can shoot it, and they got good girls, and John's a great guy, and his assistants are new with him. But, they got a great guy to learn from, and of course, Lauren played for him. So it's a good time to come watch basketball games at Barren County High School. We have the nicest gym in the region, and we have the nicest kids in the region. And there's a lot of teams that have good kids, so that's a big compliment when I say that. And because if you see our guys interact with players from other teams and stuff, they're really, they're in here laughing and joking with these guys at Bowling Green all week this week, their team. So they've got the right perspective on what you need to do.
Of course, I was looking at the schedule. Of course, we don't come back home to play until January 4th. And it'll be a district game against Glasgow.
Yeah, and our district games are bad because we got ourselves a little bit of a hole with the first game against Allen County. So, we got to maximize every one of those now.
A lot of good teams in that Lexington Catholic tournament like you're talking about. Mason County, for instance.
Yeah, Darius Miller, who's already signed with Kentucky. He's a great player. Mason County is also coached by a former assistant of mine, Chris O'Hearn.
Right.
Who was assistant for mine for the 92 team. Yeah. And then you got Lexington Catholic, of course, and Paintsville, and some of the traditional names in the state of Kentucky. Covington Cath, who has a guy who, a lot of people who don't know a lot about high school basketball, they got a guy who's a great coach. I mean, just a great coach and kind of a guy that other coaches have an amazing amount of respect for. His last name is Listerman. Just a great man and a great coach. And there's a lot of solid teams in that. And it's going to be a fun tournament to play in.
Jim Buchanan, Lexington Lafayette, Louisville DeSales, Christian County, Louisville Central, Lexington Christian.
There's no weak teams in that, is there?
No. Several teams out of Tennessee.
Yeah, we played this thing to play good teams. That's what we did. So
Paintsville, always a good
traditional power. And we played them 2 years ago and got beat by them up in their tournament. And they got most of their guys back.
Yeah, Steve, congratulations.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Jay.
All right. Good luck to you next week. Trojans winning this championship 42-37 over the team from Alabama, Hazelgreen Academy. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with individual scoring. And back here in Bowling Green, where the Barren County Trojans are the champions of the Citizens First Bank Holiday Classic, 42-37 winners over Hazelgreen, Alabama. Take a look at scoring. Of course, the Trojans and the Trojans of Hazelgreen were tied at 6 at the end of the first quarter. 20-18 Hazelgreen at halftime. It was 31-28 Hazelgreen after 3. Barren County outscores Hazelgreen 14-6 in the final period to win it 42-37. Hazelgreen with 15 field goals tonight. 2 of those were 3-pointers. They were 5 of 11 from the foul line. James Humphrey had 10 to lead Hazelgreen in scoring. Ty Campbell had 9, 7 for Kyle Burwell, 5 for Brock Bennett, 2 each for Darius Crutcher and Colby Finnegan, 1 point for Howard Anderson. Barren County with 14 field goals in the ball game, 1 less than Hazelgreen. 3 of those were three-point shots, though, and the Trojans of Barren County were 11 of 22 from the foul line. Lee Hubbard with 26 points to lead Barren County this evening. He had 13 in the first half. He hit 5 baskets in the second half, along with 3 of 5 free throws. 26 for Hubbard, 5 for Matt Riley, and a 3 and a 2. He was 0 for 2 from the line. 4 points for Cody Wooten. Had a field goal, and he was 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Trevor Adwell with a bucket and a free throw for 3 points. And Zach Gibson had a couple of free throws, along with Ben Hubbard, who was 2 of 4 from the free throw line for his 2 points. And Danny, let's take a look at the game stats.
All right, the game stats are pretty even. Shooting was pretty even. Hazelgreen was 13 of 29 for 44.8% from the 2-point line, 2 of 6 from 3-pointers for 33%. Makes them 15 of 35 for 42.9% for the game. 5 of 11 from free throws for 45.5. 15 turnovers, 17 defensive rebounds, 14 offensive for a total of 31 rebounds. Also for Hazelgreen in that fourth quarter, they're 1 for 12 for 8%. So our defense really stepped up that fourth quarter. For the Barren County, we're 11 of 20 from 2-pointers for 55%. 3-pointers, 3 of 13 for 23%. That may have been a bunch of games we've had, because this is the worst 3-point shooting night we've had. Free throws, 11 of 22 for 50%. Our shooting was 14 of 33 for 42.4%. Only 10 turnovers, 12 defensive rebounds, 7 offensive, 19 total rebounds.
Okay, a great tournament week for Barren County, winning 3 games huge over Todd Central, 83-48, Madisonville, 73-46, and Greenwood, 63-46. By the way, Greenwood won the third-place game over Bowling Green a little while ago. And Barren County holding Hazelgreen Academy, Alabama, to only 37 points. And a 7-2 record going into next week's tournament up in Lexington, Robert.
Yeah, that's as Coach Riley talked about. You know, these are good. These are nice trophies to have. You know, the kids are down here on the bench waiting to get their trophy. They're having fun, good time. It's always good to win, accomplish a goal, win a tournament. But this is something to build on. You know, there's a trophy. There's one trophy you won at the end of the year. You know, get that regional trophy. Get to go play on Rupp Arena. And, I mean, there's no sense in just setting your goal there. I mean, this team has high aspirations. There's no reason they can't have a goal set on a state championship. You know, get that regional one first, the one you want, cut down the nets and diddle. And then from there, you just go see what happens at Rupp. And these are the things you build upon. You take these. These are nice little additions to your trophy case. And the way these guys have played in this tournament, I think, you know, you build as a team. You come together as a team during these tournaments. Just have fun. Go play. And that's what they've done, and they've excelled at that this week.
And I think if we can play this well come March, I really like our chances.
You know, we win big over Todd, and actually we win by 27 over a team that's ranked in the state. Kind of come out and surprise some people there. I know it was kind of the buzz around the gym here, back at the main gym when we came back over here, and beat a good Greenwood team that just got done beating a good Bowling Green team. So that gives you a measure where we're at in the region. And
there's no clear-cut favorite for the 4th
really
Region Championship this year. And there's 5, maybe 6 teams that could, on a given night,
and you win
the 4th Region.
You know, you win this one 42-37. So you've won in all different ways. You've won an up-tempo style game. You've slowed it down this game. They kind of got out and got in the zone, kind of knocked you out of your normal offense. Not many teams have played a zone so far this year. So, you know, good teams can play at whatever pace. They have different gears, and we showed that in this tournament. We had the, you know, pick it up and go gear, and just kind of we shifted it down and slowed down, and we played the way we need to get a win, and that's what we did, and that's what you have to do.
Well, it'll be next week. We wish the Trojans the best of luck. Unfortunately, we won't be broadcasting the tournament up in Lexington next week. Our next broadcast of Barren County High basketball will be coming up New Year's Eve at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the Barren County Trojanettes travel to Russellville. We'll be on the air at 1:45 to bring you that broadcast on New Year's Eve. And then our next Trojan broadcast will be the night that the Trojans and Trojanettes host Glasgow in a big district doubleheader at Barren County on January the 4th. And don't forget, once again, the Trojanettes in action tomorrow night. Not sure who they're going to play yet. That's going to be a 7:30 game in the Berea Holiday Classic. They've gotten 2 wins there, beating Leslie County and then beating Perry County Central last night. And the loss came to South Laurel, 58-39. And I believe this is the all-tournament team being selected here for this. Actually, the 4th place team, Bowling Green, and then one of the players from the Purples coming out to accept that 4th place trophy. Now, 3rd place is Greenwood. Not sure what, I didn't get the exact score, but Greenwood, I believe they said, won by 5 over Bowling Green tonight for 3rd place.
The runner-up trophy goes to a very fine team from Hazelgreen, Alabama.
Hazelgreen, Alabama. Never did find out exactly where their school is located.
They have a very nice ball club, that's for sure. We beat a very good team, very well-coached basketball team tonight, that's for sure.
And they beat Bowling Green to get to this game, 68-59.
Annual Citizens First Holiday Classic.
Barren County Trojans coming out to get the championship award for winning this Citizens First Bank Holiday Classic. Of course, there's 2 more I'd really like to get.
Yeah.
And that's the district and the 4th region championship trophies. Those would be awfully nice to have come March.
It'd be real nice to go get one up in Lexington.
We can do it in Lexington. There's several teams competing for that next week.
You know, you go up there and play well, you turn heads up there. You know, you get those some of those tournaments you earn a lot of respect in because there's such good teams up there.
Yeah.
From Pineville High School, James David Strange.
And I guess this is the all-tournament team now being selected. Well, we're going to wrap things up here from Bowling Green. Once again, Barren County wins the championship 42-37 over Hazelgreen, Alabama. We wish you the best of happy holidays and Merry Christmas, as we'll be back to bring you the next broadcast on December 31st, New Year's Eve, when the Trojanettes visit Russellville in I think it's just one game. I think it's just a varsity girls. The JV won't be playing, just a varsity girls game. And Robert and I will bring you that broadcast from there, 1:45. That's on a Monday, New Year's Eve, from Russellville High School. Thanks to Savannah Jackson, our studio producer, and for Robert Bauer and Danny Woosley, I'm Jay Turner. Good night, everybody, from Bowling Green.
From Bowling Green High School, Jaron Nixon. From Greenwood High School, D. Anderson. From Hazelgreen High School, Kyle Burwell. Also from Hazelgreen High School, James.